Greg and Looney from Yoga Headquarters here in Pleasant Hill, California. Welcome, my YouTube friends around the world, and a special welcome to my locals. We've been doing yoga online for, golly, coming up on 5 years. It's so much fun. Anyway, wherever you are, you're in the perfect place. If an algorithm dropped you off, seemingly randomly, remember there are no accidents, which makes me wonder why there is the word accident in the dictionary. It seems like that's an accident. But you're here for a good purpose, and we're going to do some yoga movement tonight. Monday tends to be a little friskier, but I've got astrological, astronomical update for you. It's a full moon tonight, big whopping 100%. And in much of the yoga scriptures from many hundreds of years, the fullest full moon, which this is a time to settle it a bit. We do what the moon does, a little bit more reflecting, fewer cartwheels and backflips. So we will definitely do standing joint juice. We'll definitely do some yin, but there will be an emphasis on a restorative pose or two. And then, Wednesday, I'll kick your ass up one side and down the other. But I hope that's okay with you. I've had a really busy day. I'm sure you guys have a lot of projects. So, finally, Looney just texted me, the cat that goes up and down the cat tree, and he said he would be in about 15 minutes, make sure the cat treats are ready, and he gave me a four paws emoji. Okay, so that's all the time we have. Thanks for Oh boy. All right. Let's chant Om. Nice big inhale. Prayer mitts, eyes closed. God, love, source, infinite, higher, organizing. You don't mind what we call you as long as we call upon you. Bless this practice so that love, light, and truth radiates out from each and every one of us and heals and improves the world as you would have us. Good. If you don't like my prayers, pray your own. I'm going to have a drink, some more caffeine, and then we're on our feet. You guys should see the tiny room where, I moved here 5 months ago. We're doing zombie stepping, by the way. And man, it's coming along. It's clicking on so many cylinders. I got a big email campaign coming up to expand my in-person business, website design, email marketing, social marketing, logo designed by the greatest artist in the history of the world. It's just, whew, boy, but my head, man, my head is full like the moon. 3, 2, 1. Arms out. There's a big planetary conjunction coming too. You got Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, even Neptune and Uranus. That's how you pronounce it. Uranus is up there, but you got to have a telescope to see that. But a very rare conjunction of planets. Venus isn't killing it. Have you seen it in the western sky? Venus is the evening star. Do I need to really explain what I'm doing? I guess I should. I'm teaching yoga online. Sinking into my feet, gonna swing my arms and slap my ass. Spinning my ponytail, keeping my feet grippy in the earth like a cat. Got the new cat tree up. It's just, I don't know how many cylinders I have. Am I an 8-cylinder? I'm trying to get up to operating like on 6 of them, maybe 7. 2, 1. All right, good job. If you're brand new, this is weird. This is called oodles and poodles of noodles, where you roll down and you slink up like a slinky. You know what? We come up like an upward spiral. That icon has captivated me my whole life, and It's the icon for my business. It reminds me I can't do anything if I put my mind to it and get my friends involved. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Arms up. Okay, feet together. Pull yourself up off your bootstraps. Way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Stay up on 20. Now I'm going to really extend and put my hands like suction cups on the ceiling, and then I'm going to hang from the ceiling with my suction cup hands with my feet pulled up off of the floor. A fellow can dream, can't he? Good. Close your eyes, balance on your tippy toes. Drop your heels, knuckles on your head, side bend left. If you're brand new, this is a carefully curated sequence of movements that I've developed over thousands of years and hundreds of lifetimes. Inhale up. In this lifetime, it's called joint juice, and it's just what us humans need while we're humans to stay feeling good, lively, and frisky in our body and keep the energy from getting stuck. Come on up, reach out. Now, this is not the only kind of yoga, of course, but it's the best kind because we're doing it right now together. Up your back, poof. Now, I might have been wearing this shirt in my last online class because I've been really busy and the shirt's just sitting there and I can get it on faster when I'm driving around town to all my errands. Plus, it's a cat shirt, so no complaining. Poof. Oh, I love Monday yoga. Keeps me moving. So tempting to collapse on a Monday, but no. Poof. Now lace your hands behind your behind. You know why it's called your behind? Because it's behind you. Heels in, toes out, and get your head and your behind down on the floor. Now check your friends left and right. Maybe you're doing yoga with family members. Maybe you're doing yoga with your cat. Bring your buns lower than your cat. Inhale, look forward. Arms out for whooshing and shushing. We're skiing now. My butt's being pulled back and I'm extending my ski poles forward, getting in the most aerodynamic position to go down the Eiger sanction. Maybe the Matterhorn. Have you ever been to Europe? Inhale, come on up. Those are the Alps, in case you didn't know. We have a lot of friends watching in Europe now. Welcome. And poof, warming up now, kids. Good job. Now, you're going to love this if you're new because everybody that's already been here loves it. Left foot forward, right toenails. My right ankle is plantar flex. Then I swirl it around. Visualize swirled piece. Visualize whirled toes. 8. Other way. 1. This yoga class right now is such a break in the 50 things that I'm doing today. Don't have to think, obviously. You can tell I'm not thinking. Sink into my feet. Drop your chin. Close your eyes. I opened my own yoga studio about 15 years ago, and that was one of the biggest projects ever. And there's always big projects. This is the biggest one since. Plus, there's no irritating business partner to deal with. Hi, Glory, if you're watching, I love you. Just kidding. Good. Come up and out. Right foot forward, left toenails. No, I definitely love Gloria. A little bit of a cat and dog thing, but it all worked out great. 6, 7, 8. Aren't the best relationships the crackly, sparkly, flinty, sharp, and sticky ones? Those are the funnest ones. 6, 7, 8. Who wants to be bored in a relationship? You want a little give and take, don't you? Sink into your feet. Super grateful. Good job. Okay. All right, I like where joint juice is going. Drop a chin, take your head around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. So I'm either going to have to edit that out about my former business partner or make an amends right now. Gloria, I love you. I never could have done it without you. You're one of the best people I've ever met, and I was just kidding. So 6, 7, just having some fun. 8, good. Relax your head down. Sometimes some of the best things I've ever said are the things that I've never said. Relax your head down, close your eyes. Yoga helps you get more of your foot in your mouth. Good. Shoulders. If you're brand new, you know what you do? You take your shoulders and they go forward, up, over, around, and down. There might be some crackling. 5. I'm super crackling. You think as a yoga instructor, 50 years of doing yoga, I would just be like, there'd be no crunchy, cracky. Yeah. Other way. 1, 2, 3. By the way, yoga teachers and yoga studio owners, you'd think they'd be like super mellow, wonderful people. Some just, nope. Sorry. Just more human than the rest. 6. I just proved it, in fact. 7, 8. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to roll out my paws. By the way, while my hands go left and right, thank you, YouTubers, for liking and subscribing. The channel's really making good progress. Other way, I'm trying to make progress in the appearance, the sound, the editing, the variety of videos, and boy, am I going to expand it this year. You ain't going to believe. So be one of the first in. Like and subscribe. Shake poop off of your hands. Most YouTube channels don't take off for the first 2-3 years as people get their feet wet. So I'm 4 years in, and it takes 4 years to even begin. Up and down. But I've hit the 1,000 video mark. So if you're thinking of doing YouTube, just start. If you're thinking of doing anything, just start. If you need help, look me up at Upward Spiral Yoga, and I will life coach you to your dreams. Cup your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Dream big. Don't go any longer without God's great bounty flowing into your life, because it's not God that's delaying it. Good job. Inhale up, feet together. This is the time where we do another side bend, but the feet stay down, stick into the floor, lean left. Ooh, say something spiritual like, inhale. Now say something spiritual like, ooh, ooh. Good, inhale up. And I left my yoga blocks in my car from my new public class, so I'm going to do a forward fold, wide feet, come on down. No yoga blocks for me. I'm going to lift my heels, bend my knees, look forward. I always touch the floor or the blocks to protect my back. Exhale deep and drop your head off. Wag your shag, pull the pin out of your hair like the librarian. Take your glasses off, shake your hair around, and entice your mate. That's appropriate. Come on up. Inhale. Exhale out. Good. And then Sheryl Crow, side to side. Do you see why I do yoga? Because I have a lot going on in my head. Do you? Do you have a lot of thoughts banging around in there? Yoga gets our ducks in a row. I'm looking at that picture now, in fact. Relax your arms down. Good job. Now feet out wider, going to bang my toes in and my heels out. And I'm going to circumnavigate my full moons tonight. Going to grind my groins, going to churn my butt. Going to oscillate my undercarriage. Going to wiggle my pelvis. 7, 8. Other way, 1. We have more euphemisms for our hips than Eskimos do for snow. I wonder why. Snow and hips are valuable. 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Exhale out. Good. Now I'm going to widen my feet out to about here. And I'm going to substitute a horse pose for that long balancing sequence with the half moons because it's a full moon. I don't want to do half moon pose tonight. So instead, if you're brand new, this is called little slice of hell pose. You widen your feet out, heels in, toes out, and you sink your buns to about the height of your knees. The first 6 or 7 minutes isn't that bad. The last 20 minutes is blood, sweat, and tears, kitty cats. But as you sit here, your legs, blood, breath, and bone get stronger. If you're brand new and your legs are shaking, couple things. It's good that you're here and you're coming back to life. There's hope for everybody. The second thing is you can always come up out of the pose and get back in. Everybody's on the honor system. Everybody's on the honor system all the time. Do something with our arms. Inhale. Arms back here. I'm going to sweep my arms forward, push out. You do the horse pose 3-4 times a week for a minute or 2. Your breathing will improve. The quality of your blood will improve. Your strength will improve. And as those things improve, your vitality, your fun, your joy, your zest for living. We're supposed to have fun while we're here, you guys, until we're done. Fun till you're done, and then more fun. Now pull in. Oh, where we're going after this, super fun. I'm going to sink lower. My legs are feeling it. Pull in, scrape. Round to front, that's inhale. Pull in, one more. Lower for strong legs. I have to chase and find my cat sometimes. I need strong legs. Good, straighten your legs. That wasn't that bad. Good, now feet together, hands above your knees. Knee loopies. 1, 2, 3. Looty-a-loo. Come climb the cat tree. 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to chant one of our world famous ohms because that way your lungs get stronger and you can breathe more love. Inhale. Oh. 10 seconds standing meditation. We are calm and peaceful souls. Everything is always working out for us. When things are going wrong, they're really going right. We just don't have a large enough perspective to see it, but this is where faith, love, and trust comes in. It's easy to say it, but then you have to live it. Good. Inhale up and one more standing pose. Prayer mitts up high. Pulls them down, bend your knees, turn down into your right with your left elbow outside your right knee. Left hand on the floor for long arm critters. Hands in prayer for mediums. Now I'm going to look at my knees, and if I'm not paying attention, my left knee is ahead of my right knee because of the twist. So bend your knees, sink down, buns, height of your knees, facing the floor, shoulders away from your ears, neck relaxed. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your ring toe. Which one's that? Sink down lower. If you were driving with your feet and you had to flip off somebody who cut you off on the freeway, which toe would you flip them off with? And on that distressing note, drop your arms down. Inhale, come on up. Oof. I love life. Pull hands down, scrunch a bunch down and to your right. Left elbow outside your right knee, left hand on or right hand on the floor. Right elbow outside your left knee, if I said it wrong. Hands pull into prayer. Just turning the other way, obviously. Knees line up, ankles really bend, knees out over your toes. I like to pretend there's a bench about a half an inch underneath my behind and just sit down on that bench. Then my left shoulder starts to cram up by my ear and I pull my shoulder blades down my back. I want to find the center of my body and move out into the floor and up into my body from the center. Then I lift all of my toes, including the anonymous third toe that no one ever pays attention to. It's like being the third kid in the family if you're number 3. Good. Drop your arms. Come on up. Good. I feel our concluding side bend coming. Can I touch my ceiling? No, I love having a high ceiling. Exhale out. Now, left arm in front of your right. Palms in. Clap, clap. Really good for your hands. Pull your hands to here, fingers forward. Wear a party hat. Up on your tippy toes. Super extendo tippy toes. This is very Monday. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay up on 1 and close your eyes. Balance. Open your eyes, drop your heels. 4th side bend, lean in. Oh, my spine just went. Inhale. This way. Oh, thank you, God, for yoga and showing us how to move. Inhale, come on up. Now, I don't got my blocks tonight. My arms come over. I'm very careful. I do bend my knees so I can touch the floor. That supports my back. Inhale, look forward. You think I could afford another pair of yoga blocks? Exhale deep in 1. Your head drops off. Now your butt is being pulled up by the Ronco butt crane. Heels down, head down. Come on up. Ever seen one of those Ronco butt cranes at a construction site? They are, I've always wanted one. Exhale out. The Ronco butt crane. Right arm out in front. Palms in, clap for yourself that you would put up with this. Pull your hands up to here. We're getting stronger, healthier, and happier. Up on your tippy toes. I like my teachers partially crazy, so keeps me on my toes. Speaking of which, we're on our toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of friends tuning in from Germany and all the European countries. Way up on your tippies. Close your eyes. Open your eyes, lean over. If you're from Germany, leave me a message. Where are you from? The Rhine, the Ruhr, Bavaria. Inhale up. This way. Good, up you go, you guys. Now the arms sweep down, Uttanasana, forward fold. If you're super bendy, go for it. Brand new, use your blocks. Inhale, look forward, unless you left them in your trunk. Exhale, deep in 1, 2, 4. Good, we'll sweep up for a concluding standing Om on this brilliant full moon practice. Inhale. Hands at your heart. Close your eyes. We are calm and peaceful, appreciative and grateful, wise and intelligent, silly and irreverent. Good job. And this is where the elite meet to now have a seat. I like where this practice is going. By the way, there's a very weird and rare astronomical event coming up with the conjunction of all the planets in our solar system. The full moon is going to eclipse Mars. Have you ever heard of that? I never have. It was like, that's a revelation. And so Mars is over there. See where I'm pointing? But it's very big and very red right now. So the full moon, if you look up, you're going to see Mars like right exactly next to the moon. It's going to look great. The moon is going to go in front of Mars. Isn't that cool? So don't miss that. Don't be missing that. While we're here on Earth, we should enjoy the astronomy. Okay, I'm sitting up on my block. We're going to do some groovy yin now. First, one forward fold. Now, I've been at the game for a little while. I can bring my head all the way down, but it's not what I can do. It's what you can do. Now, sometimes I waddle my butt cheeks back, relax my armpits. Sometimes I sway a little bit. Then my head weaves and bobs around like I've got a swan neck. Swan neck. Now, if I had my blocks, I put my elbows on my blocks, but I don't, so I'm relegated to the floor. If your elbows support, massage your forehead. Now, what does this do? I don't know. It feels really good. It's the 70s. If it feels good, do it. If you weren't alive in the 70s, too bad, because there was some serious fun to be had back then, other way. And there were no consequences either. Oh, God. Oh, rubbing my forehead. Good. Let's hold still 10 seconds. There's magic in stillness. Ideas flow in. Creatives, this is really good for you. Artists, musicians, writers, entrepreneurs, humans. Get quiet so that new ideas can come in. They don't bounce off of your thick skull. I'm talking to myself. Come on up. Really? You talk to yourself that way? Okay, now I'm going to lean. Are my legs still crossed? Yes. Now, we did some wrist stuff, yoga fists, because this is not done enough. Back on your fists and escalate your high knee. Do it until your Lululemon squeak. Lift up. Up. Good. Come on down. Very nice. Feet together. Full moon foot massaging Monday. The center of the foot in pressure point Sanskrit language is Hridaya, means heart. Heart, lungs, middle, center, bottom. It's some self-care, it's some patience. It's not push-ups or sit-ups. Don't worry, they're coming. Now I'm gonna gently pull my feet in. Now, if your feet come all the way into you, so to speak, and your knees come all the way down, then I can't show you any more than that. Wag your knees out, but I'll tell you, there's some weird stuff you can do. Send me a direct message and I'll tell you about it. I'll show you pictures. First time I saw my teacher he turned his feet over and sat on top of them. It was almost kind of disturbing to look at. But for me, just being able to straighten my arms was a big milestone. You may have been born with them long, sweepy arms, and thank God we're different. Okay, now arms out. Internal. See what I'm doing? External. In. Out. Good. Now all the internal handcuffs. Pull the handcuffs up. I got my Apple. If I had 2 Apple Watches, they'd almost be in my armpits. And I'm thinking about getting a second Apple Watch to, I need one on each hand to keep track of my life. And elbows inside your knees. You can only pair one Apple Watch with one iPhone, which really sucks. That's a nasty limitation by Apple. Apple, if you're listening, fix that, okay? Because that's really unfair. So I want to have my Apple Watch connect to two iPhones, and they won't do that yet. So you go buy another one. Good, come out. Shake it out. If you have arthritis or rheumatism, this will help. If you have carpal tunnel syndrome, this will help. Cup your hands at your heart. Feel. Yoga helps you feel better. It helps you feel everything better. Good. And then one of my all-time favorites, stretching my legs out. Don't you love your legs? They've been with you. Everywhere you've ever been, your legs have gone along for the ride and mostly taken you there. Now, see that green painting behind me? I'm going to stretch my hands. They're just going to keep going until I become Mrs. Incredible, and my hands are going to go all the way. Watch it, they keep going. Up, spewing lies again, stretching my toes open really wide. Now my feet, my baby toes tend to curve away from me. That's a weird thing about my ankles. So I have to push my inner ankle bones away, my outer ankle bones in, and spread my toes open. Now, wouldn't it be more convenient in life to not have to think about your feet in such specific fashion? Yeah, but then life would be nowhere near as interesting. Now the cat on my t-shirt is bursting open. Good, now wide open paws on the floor. Wide open foot paws, lift up super high. Good, and sink down. All right. Now, FYI, I do have a blanket back here and my neck is probably going to go over the top of it. So even though I don't have yoga blocks, I got a yoga blanket back here and I'm going to lay on my back, and so are you. Just got a little lift underneath my neck, legs in, legs up. Just about a minute of legs up pose for the circulatory benefit. Good time to check your iPhone. If you're brand new and your legs can't stay up for a minute, just keep coming back to class. It's funny to read the ancient yoga scriptures from 1,000 or 2,000 years ago. The writing is so flowery and bold in many cases. The language, like yoga cures all diseases, and then they name 77 ancient diseases that yoga cures, and it's charming. But what's the point they're getting at? Yoga, connection with life force, does actually cure everything, or at least make it way, way better. That's what they were getting at, and they were right on the nose. Good, now widen your legs super wide. Ankles, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5. And we're not getting out of Monday with some washboard abs, kitty cats. 10, 9, 8 crunches, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to widen my knees wider. If you can only grab your knees, you're more than welcome in class. Elbows inside your knees. Grab your big toes and make goalposts for NFL football field goals. And your team is kicking a field goal for the to win the game. So make your shins a little wider. Make sure it goes through. I am so weird. Good. Now I'm going to rock kneecap to kneecap. Yoga really brings out the fun of life. I mean, you do the work, you do the suffering, you work your ass off, tote that hay, lift that barge. Yoga's fun. Side to side. This is fun. Good. Now, it's only like 3 weeks to Groundhog Day, my favorite day. So I'm going to be Punxsutawney Phil and see if there's 6 more weeks of winter. Rest my head down, legs back up. Now I'm going to cross my left thigh. I'm going to show this pose slightly from an angle, just in case you happen to be new and you're super confused. My left leg is over my right leg, and then I bend my knees, and I can almost get my left ankle underneath my right ankle. That's my goal for the end of the year. I'm going to grab my highest knee and rest. This is when I want this neck blanket. Drop your chin and just squeeze your knees in with your legs crossed. If you can really squeeze a lot with your knees and your ankles crossed, you have a good deal of your factory installed range of motion. And if you've lost a good deal of it, remember, yoga cures everything. If you hold it for a moment, your technical term, your butt will start to drop and your spine will relax. Good. Now I got a question for you. Can you lift up and touch your knee, your left knee to your nose? 10 crunches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest your head down for a second. Legs stay right where they are. Now, as we're getting ready to go into a twist, this is when the neck blanket is super important for most of us humans. If you're a circus performer or an acrobat, yay, but otherwise, this little neck roll, because now I'm going to take my crossed knees over and down to my right. And that shortens my spine because my spine is twisting. My left shoulder lifts because I'm not 6 years old anymore. And then I roll my torso slowly open to the left. My head is supported, and I can do some full moon twisting here. If you're kind of bitter and resentful, this isn't the hardest class that we'll ever do. Just come see me on Wednesday and I know I have ways. Just resting in a restorative position like this, great telling effect on your body. Spine goes crack, crack if you're lucky. Good, big inhale. Big exhale. Good, now I'm gonna bring my knees back up. I say. Good, I uncross my knees. Take my legs up just to get all the dents out. Do the splits to let the field goal go through. Good, now I'm going to wrap my right thigh over my left, bring my knees in, and I have tall, slinky friends whose right ankle easily goes underneath their left ankle. It's really not very fair. You'd think I'd be able to do it because I'm mostly slender by nature and kind of tall, but my hips are too narrow. My thighs are shaped wrong. It's my parents' fault. Now I'm going to grab my uppermost knee, pull my knees in, let my tail feathers drop, thanking God for the yoga blanket underneath my neck. By the way, the difference between a yoga blanket and a regular blanket, yoga blankets are the same, they just cost 3 times more. Get all of your yoga gear from Whole Foods. I'm sorry, I love what I do for a living. Pull your knees in. Good now. Can you let go of your knees and still touch your nose to your right knee? Squish your knee like a nose like a pug dog. 10 little crunchies touching your nose to your knee. 8, 7, 6. This is so cool if your knees and your ankles are crossed. You're going straight to heaven. 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest your head down. Now, it's optimal if your knees and your ankles are crossed, as your knees are now swept all the way down to the left, but not that many peeps can do it. And this is yoga for everybody else. I'd be unhappy if I didn't have my blanket under. I'm kind of like Linus. I need my blanket for this yoga pose. Now, my left elbow actually pins my knees down. My right arm sweeps open and doesn't quite come all the way down. Why doesn't it come all the way down? Because I'm 40 years old and it's not as flexible as I used to be, but more honest. Good, now just relax. Crack, crack, crack. By the way, if you tuned in to see my cat, he's in big trouble. I just texted him again. Should be in a minute. I'm getting a lot of comments from YouTubers, and the most common comment is, "Where's the cat?" Good, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good, now bring your knees back up. Now, don't just pop up, roll up nice and slow, cultivating this beautiful, calm, and peaceful mood that we've developed in our nervous system. By the way, I don't know if I've told you, but I've renamed my nervous system. I don't like the name nervous system. I've renamed my nervous system my calm and peaceful system. Now, for this one, we're going to conclude with my favorite hip opening seated meditative ecstasy pose. So for this one, I do elevate my butt cheeks and I sit up on a blanket, your choice. I stretch my left leg out. I put my right ankle, just my ankle, over my knee. If you're brand new, this might be it, because then I ask for this shin to fold under, and that just means you have some external rotation, which I have, no internal rotation. If you can't do this, that's fine. Don't break your knee. Don't make your ankle try to cash a check your knee can't write. Okay, so get that over the top. Go like this. Trust me. Like and subscribe. Trust me. Couple Sheryl Crows just to calm me down. Good. Now my right arm comes under and I need a hug. So I'm going to make out with myself for a second. Then my arms do fold up. Some people's don't. It's okay if they don't. Up and down with your elbows. Make circles with your elbows. Make circles the other way. This is really good for neck, back, and shoulder tension, where it all goes to hide. Now, tall spine, elbows neutral, and chest face, elbows all the way to the right. Now, the way that my elbow is pulling my left shoulder over, it's really stretching the outside capsule of my shoulder, which is frequently tight as all get out. Now I'm going to turn my face all the way to the left, tilt my head to the left, and drop my chin. And I'm going to be we're being. Can you be more specific? Good, now brings them back. Now my hands slide to my elbows Again, I made up this whole sequence. You can use it and steal it on YouTube if you want, but just don't. Just come to my class, side to side. This is the best. This is juicy. Good. Now bring arms down. Now we're in a beautiful lagoon in Tahiti, swimming toward each other, grabbing right wrist with left hand. I'm gonna massage my kidneys. This could make you drool. Now, you're really tight, you're brand new, you're watching from Baltimore, and your buns are tight in Baltimore and you're dying. Don't just relax forward, don't bounce, take your time. You're bulky in Baltimore, you're crispy in Cleveland, you're atrophied in Atlanta. Take your time. You're desperate in Dallas. Take your time. You're flexible in Phoenix. Be easy with it. Drop your chin. And next inhale, come on up. Good job. Oh, perfect timing. Stretch your pins out. Jigulate them. I'm really enjoying this class tonight. I'm having super fun. Right leg out. Whatever you're doing for a living, if it's not super fun yet, make sure you're headed in that direction. That's the key. Of course, it's crappy for a while. You got to get there, but head towards super fun. Now, this is fine. You could fold your right shin in. If you hear a big crack and a bone sticks out, why not just go like that instead? Compound fractures are definitely a contraindication. Arms out. Now, I hope my shrink is not watching because, Greg, I think you're a little manic tonight. And I would say, a shrink told me that once, so I gave up shrinks. Side to side, palms open, left arm under. Hug yourself. Character defects, warts and all. Perfect in our imperfection. Fold your arms up. By the way, this is not the place for perfection. That's someplace else. This is the place to work stuff out. Make some big, hairy mistakes. Other way with your elbows. Get better every day. Good ups and downs. Good. Now, tall spine, elbows neutral, super left spinny turn with my spine. Then just my face goes to the right. I love this pose. Tilt your head to the right like Madonna. Lift the baby up away from the dingo. Drop your chin. Stop thinking. The greatest command ever, be still and know. Good, now brings it back to the center. Swim toward me. Grab left wrist with your right hand back here. Massage your kidney compartment. That's good. That's good. Okay, now, even though my hand has clasped my left wrist, my shoulders are relaxed. And now I'm going to fold over my pearl of great price. What's that? It's the sanctuary of perfect peace at the center of your being. Once you've established it, it's the pearl of great price. Drop your chin. Relax your head. Stop thinking. On your next inhale, start an uprising. Good. Now, if you have access to your feet, if you don't, please keep coming back to class. I'm going to take my thumbs into the middle center bottom of my feet, and I'm going to pretend I'm massaging my loony cat. And when I massage his feet, my thumb just goes all's the way in, and he's like, yeah, push in deeper. But my feet aren't cat feet. So now I'm going to use thumbnail and push into the center. And that's stimulating, provocative, spicy, Close your eyes. Now, in your mind's eye, make a beautiful triangle out of the two centers of your feet and your third eye. Add your favorite colors. It's a good visualization practice. If you're an artist, that comes really natural. It's a good thing to work on. Good. Now we're going to chant one more Om as I push pressure into my pink feet. Inhale. And we conclude this beautiful moon day with hands at our heart, calm and peaceful. Good. Now 5 minutes on your back, and all 8 billion of you watching have to do Shavasana, except for Helga, because she's earned a special dispensation. Avita saying, moi. Love you, Helgas. Everybody else on your back, and relax. What a good practice tonight. You guys knocked it out of the park. Now you've earned your peace. I think maybe you should spread your feet a little wider for a skosh more room. Lift up your left and right butt cheek and get any dents out of your bottom. Jiggle your shoulder blades a couple of times. Swallow once, and now it really gets good. Silence and stillness, so precious, so rare, so healing. Okay, my friends, stay nice and relaxed. In fact, relax even more. Just sending my voice out again, gentle call. Slide back into your body. Begin to feel your body weight on the earth. Good, in this nice connection of soul and spirit, wiggle fingers and toes, circulate Sat, Chit, Ananda, ever conscious, ever aware, ever new bliss through your body. Good, and then very gently roll to your favorite side. Good, now please keep your eyes closed when you sit up. There's a reason for it, trust me. Just keep the eyes closed. Hands to our common heart, drop our chin. Good, prayers and blessings to our friends in Southern California, wherever you are in the world. We can send prayers and blessings and whatever else we might have to those suffering from that terrible circumstance. May you be restored quickly and astonishingly. Good, prayers for everyone else, and then prayers for ourselves. And blessing God is a beautiful prayer. And altogether, the mighty Monday yogis, we all say, Namaste. Now, YouTube's friends around the world, I really enjoyed this moon day practice. Get out there and see where the full moon is in relation to Mars. And you could look it up online and find out when the full moon is going to slide in front of Mars. I've never seen that or heard of it, so I'm going to watch that unless it's already happened. Anyway, thanks for liking and subscribing. If you haven't liked and subscribed, could you do me a huge favor? Don't like and subscribe anybody else's for a while. You can relax, like and subscribe to this, and I appreciate it. Looney loves you.